Hey guys, welcome back. Today you are doing a pH virtual lab. I just wanted to take you through and show you a few things in case there were any questions that came up. So like always, we'll make a copy of the document. And this is going to be a rehearsed grade, so you want to make sure you're doing it and turning it in on time, okay? So there's two ways to get to the lab itself. You can either use this link that is in the document, or you can use the link that's in the assignment. But it'll both take you to the same places, which is this PhET simulator. When you get here, it's already selected for you. You just have to click on it. There you'll see macro, micro, and my solution. You want to go to macro, okay? So what this lab is going to do, you're basically going to be virtually measuring the pH of different substances. Since you guys are virtual students, you don't have the luxury of, testing those substances in the lab. So we're going to do it virtually. And essentially what you're going to do is use your little meter over here to measure the pH of substances here. So I'm going to show you the functions really quickly, and then we'll go through a couple of examples. So you have the substance right here that's filled in your beaker, like this is water, and that will be selected from here. So if you wanted to change it to battery acid, blood, there's all kinds, and you guys are going to categorize each of these. So let me go back to water really quickly. So to measure the pH, you have your pH scale right here. Remember, 7 is neutral, less than 7 is acidic, greater than 7 is basic. To measure the pH of the substance that you're looking at, you're going to take your little green meter and you're going to move it over to the substance, and you can leave it there the whole time because we're going to be measuring pH. So if you just leave that little green meter in the beaker, then the pH will adjust as you change the substance. So for example, right now, we saw that when we added it to the beaker, the pH meter said that it was 7. That's because it's water, and water is neutral. Okay, so pH of 7, that's what we're going to record in our lab. There are some questions at the end that asks you to add water to the solution. So the water tap is right here. And I think there's a question that says click it 3 times. So you just click on it, and when you click, it adds water to the beaker. Okay, if you make a mistake and accidentally click it, you can reset it and it will go back and reset. Also, this will release water too. So like if you accidentally clicked it once, you could drain it as well. So those are the basic functions, pretty easy. I'm going to put my little pH meter back in here. Now let's take a look at the lab. So the first few questions are just background questions that we've talked about in our lessons this week, so you can get that information from your notes. Do not copy and paste answers from Google, okay? This needs to be in your own words. Do not copy and paste from Google. That's a violation of your academic integrity, and it will get you a 0, okay? So 1 through 4, you're just going to use your notes to help you answer those questions in your own word. Then 5 and 6, this is where your actual doing part of the lab starts. So 5 is asking the color on the pH scale, like which one represents acids. It's talking about your pH scale in the PhET simulator. So the acidic ones are going to be this kind of red, and the basic ones are going to be blue. Then there's a question about coffee. It's just asking you to hypothesize, right? You don't have to do anything with that yet. It's just a hypothesis. And then you start using the PhET here at this chart. Okay, so we have the substance, we have the pH, and then you have to classify it as an acid, a base, or a neutral. And we're going to do that with our website, okay? So we already did water, so let's take a look. So water's pH is a 7. Okay, and this is going to be neutral, because remember, 7 is neutral. So I'm just going to classify him as neutral, and that's done, okay? So anywhere where you are given the substance, you just have to come and choose the substance here. When you choose it, the little meter will be in here, and you just record the pH. Then you'll tell me, is it an acid, is it a base, or is it neutral, okay? Now, in an instance where you have a pH, but you don't have a substance, you're going to have to do a little trial and error, right? So I know a 6.5 is going to be a pretty weak acid. So looking at my pH scale or looking at my substances, I'm going to go through. I know battery acid's a pretty strong acid, so that's probably not it. Drain cleaner is going to be pretty basic, so that's probably not going to be it. Hand soap, soap is a base, so probably not. Let's do milk. Okay, I'm going to choose milk. Milk, I was right, is a pH of 6.5. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to record milk for my substance. And I'm going to classify this as a weak acid. Okay, remember with acids, the lower the number, the stronger the acid. Okay, so 6.5 is pretty close to neutral, which is 7. So that's a weak acid. With bases, the higher number is going to be a stronger base. So like 12, 13, 14, that's going to be a strong base. 1, 2, 3, that's going to be a strong acid. Okay, so remember, 7 is neutral. Anything less than 7 is an acid. Greater than 7 is a base. So you're just going to do that for this whole thing. It's pretty straightforward. This last one, it looks like 2,5. That should just be 2.5. That's just a mistake in the document. Okay, so that's what you're going to do for that one. And then there's some just wrap-up questions that you're going to use. So your information from the chart to answer questions 7 and 8. And then 10 is when you're going to click the water handle. And then, so basically you're going to have the drain cleaner in the little beaker here, and then you'll click the water 3 times, and you just want to observe what happens to that pH and record your information. Okay, again, the biggest thing with this lab is write everything in your own words. Do not copy and paste from Google. The whole point of this is to get some practice with pH, and also just getting to think about the types of substances that the acids and the bases are, and also see what happens like when you add water to a substance, because we did talk about neutralization acid or reactions today. Okay, so that's just the rundown. If you have questions, let me know, and if not, I look forward to grading them. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.